The mic is on test. And this is the health of the live football. We have come the live views as committed in relations to the extraordinary Congress here in Liberia Association. And this is Intel Sports Q, the happenings as it on to this Congress. Are already arrived, as well as club teams presence of the football association, and we will be talking in relations to their presence and what I brought for we have in the Liberia association. Football. Like I tell you, we will be speaking to state where our Liberian of the looking at it currently, and we still there, and we of this mix here in the we're talking about this is the first hall of football so located Evansville at area along with we are
Me, I give it all to you. You're coming?
God don't give up on me.
me not to worry. We should give you thanks and praise. I can't believe who I spell. Me, I understand the drill. Me, I give it all to you. Give it all to you. And I got what to say. Let body lead the way. You told me call I just need to kneel and pray. You ain't find yourself. God, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me.
So welcome and sorry for the break in. It is the extraordinary Congress of the Liberia Football Association, and we are here currently at the conference hall of the Liberia Football Association, new constructed headquarters yet in Bolivar. As you may be aware, this place was constructed for the footballing body of Liberia, and this is where we will have this extraordinary session today. And all of the Congress members, as well as our EC members, are all here. They are some are on our way, and majority are here, along with club presidents. We will talk to the president there for Discovery. It's as Discovery SA. We here to discover, yes, from Discovery Sports Academy. He's here to represent Discovery Sports Academy. Welcome to Intel Sports.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us today, this is the extraordinary Congress of the Liberia Football Association. What do we hope for Liberia football?
For the past time, we pray or we hope that Liberia football become more improved, better, that we are seeing all around the world today. Before we used to see in Europe, we see the European players more football than any other person. But now we see now this time around African football and even Liberian football can get much better. So time to come, International will be at the top.
Discovery just got promoted to the first league. Tell us, what do we hope?
Oh, you people got we hope that we push, and then we have to make the football look different, because Liberia football, we call the Discovery team. We are one of the toughest team from academy, pushing to the second, third league, and now we are in the first league. We have more to come. And
what do you bring to the Congress?
How I bring to the Congress? we come to the Congress without everything. But after all, we'll see what to do from there.
After all, we'll see what to do. Thank you very much. And we still yet, we will still be talking. So into this entire today is the extraordinary Congress, talking about the yet budget in relations to team game auditor. You there for Nima Kwado and today to represent Nima Kwado. Tell us, what do you hope to see today, and what is that are you putting on the floor for this Congress?
All of what is about to unfold will explain itself. But we've tried to engage the LFA over and over with the hope that clubs can get an increment in our subventions. And to no avail, unfortunately, we are here today. And if clubs are honest to themselves, today the budget will not be passed.
The budget will have to pass. And what do we hope for Liberia football?
No, I'm saying if clubs are honest to themselves, with all of the discussion that we've had over the past weeks, the budget will not be passed today. Because we've had several meetings with the hope that we can meet with the LFA and the executive committee so that the subvention given to clubs will be increased. Unfortunately, we're not giving audience. So we have to take a radical stand now to vote against the budget so that we can have another Congress in the future on this budget issue again.
Thank you so much. It's nice speaking with you. It's the president of Nima Kwado. Then Nima Kwado was just relegated to the second division league from the first division league. We still here. Today is the pastor to the budget, and she's the president of the Tammy Girls. We will speak to the Celine and the CEO of the Tammy Girls Football Club. They are the champion. We are here to talk about the subvention. Subvention what the time has been a problem for club's president, saying the subvention is very low. And today you are here to make your voice known. Tell us, what do we hope for the Tammy Girls?
It's not just about the Tammy Girls. It's about clubs in Liberia, because we have to be our brother's keeper. So it's not just what determine get facing presently.
So there's your interest at
Yes, my interest is within other clubs, and determined girls is included. So I just hope that we come up to a common ground where everybody can agree upon for the betterment of Liberian football.
Stakeholders.
Just thank you very much. We just see the arrival of the president of Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Raji. He's here currently, and this all important congress will get started any moment from now. Like they said, any moment from now, the congress will get it started, and we will start the process here. So as you can see, the president of the Liberian Football Association, Mustafa Rajid, shaking hands with club presidents. He's moving on, shaking hands with club presidents as well, and greeting club president as well as other EC members here at this congress. As you may be aware, it's a when we say it's a jam-packed house today. Much is expected to be done, a lot to be talked about, and Liberians are to benefit, most especially the Liberian football. Liberian football name more important. As you listen to the president from Nima Kwaido, the Tammy girls, as well as our club's president, and they were talking about the subvention of clubs are very low over the time, and those subventions need to be increased as help improve Liberian football. If the subvention are increased, you will have players putting in the odd, you have players being transported well, you have players being on time for game because they have greater subvention, and they will have to opting more and more things to happen into this. So like I said, he's the president of the Liberian Football Association, Mustafa Rajid. He said just one word for Intersports.
Well, today we're going to have a happy congress, make a decision in the interest of football, whether we want to take it forward or take it backwards. But I'm excited that our stakeholders are here, all energized, to discuss football development. Thank you.
Football development. He's the president today in the interest. He said, you listen to him, everyone have to put in themselves. Everyone have to get involved and just talk like about football development is what it's just what it is. And so we are saying we will speak to more of them EC members as well. We'll be speaking to EC member of the Liberian Football Association. Welcome to Intersports.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm so fine. You look good.
Yeah, we are energized. We came for the extraordinary congress to make decision for football to go ahead. So, as you see in the hall, the stakeholders are arriving. So it's good to make the decision because football need to move on.
Is football not moving on?
Football is moving on, but we are gearing to enter another budget year. And when the budget is passed, then football move on. As you can see, our girls, qualify over Senegal and the under 20 in another tournament, the WAFU. And so, if the budget is passed, money will be there for football to move on, for our programs to continue to flourish. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much. And football will move on. EC member there from the Liberian Football Association. So it's important football have to move on. Improvement into the game is very important. You just listened 2 Sundays ago, we were at the Samuel Kando Sports Complex where you have the stakeholders in their numbers, and they were celebrating the Liberian loose start on the 17. They were celebrating the under 17 team, and you saw them, and all of them, they went on onto the process there. All like I said, and the process are to get better, and we're going to make Liberian football better by bringing all of the happiness, bringing all of this. So we just get to start the congress in the next 2 minutes. And that's the word of the president of the Liberian Football Association, Mustafa Raji, say we begin this entire process in the next 2 minutes. And all the presidents are all seated. We yet to see the president of Samara FC is not yet, and all the representative of Samara and some representative of F Angels. It's not yet Heavy 11. It's not yet as well, but the representative of B Mountain FC is here. The Tammy Girls Discovery FC for the Deathia Lone Star. You have to see the representative from Pash FC. Pash FC representative happened here, arrived into the hall. And the representative of Gardens FC is here. Representative of Shattered Angels. Representative of Jubilee FC. Representative of Life FC. They are all in the hall. And also, we have schools of Liberian sports journalists. They are all in the hall as well. The reign of the Vice President for Liberia Sports Record Association, Christopher Walker, Secretary General is also the yes, Edwin Bordodo. Edwin is here, as well as Thomas Kojo Rola, and Yusuba is also here, and then at least Slice here as well from the Liberia Football Association media team, and everyone is here. Like I said, we come with a full team. Rufo Dimoba, Elijah Pine, and Theophilus Wiapla. My man Pontiac is also here, and they are all here. And other men go by the name of CC son. He's here as well, and they are all seated. It's just a minute now. 1 minute have gone of the pronouncement from the 2 minutes. Yeah, 1 minute have gone, and we will have just to begin. And when it started, it's in the interest, like I told you, it's a subvention, the budget to be passed. Hope stakeholders will work in the interest of Liberian football. They will not put their own interest, but football interest. And that's what everyone is hoping for this Congress. Football interest, not personal interest. Yeah. So, as they are all seated, the CEO of F. Kasoko Kate here is the president of FC Calon Liberia. Here, and the president also of Sando MPA is also seated next to Kasoko. And all of them are all in their numbers. As we are here bring you the light as well, the direct perceptions in relating to the happiness here. And so we bring you the full heart full of presidents as well as EC members are all into the hall. Sarah, EC member Sarah Hinen is here, as well as EC member Clement Conley is not here. They are all in their numbers and waiting on to get it started. And just how we are here still awaiting the commencement for this escort ordinary congress. And this escort ordinary congress is in the vein of either to increase the budget or to remain to stay the budget to where it is, with the budget for Liberia football increase. Let's see, representatives of Lona, they are all here. The Mountain, Philadelphia, Lone Star, Stitches, Queens, Finsbury FC, and then Makwado, Soccer Ambassadors, Ambassador FC, Heavy 11, B Mountain, Samira, CC United, FC Calon Liberia, Sando MP8, Angor, Shattered Angels, the Tammy Girls, Leicester FC, MP8 Angor, and Discoveries, Pash FC. They are all seated in just a moment or few minutes. Just still, I think the 2 minutes have commenced, and so we will still have to get it started into this food house. It is a food house, yeah, at the Liberia Football Association. It is a full house. It is a full house. and we are to get started into this budget passage. Yeah. So just stay tuned, remain just few minutes and now we would get it started and we will have to go on, you know. We will have to get it started. Still. So it's the Miniad Director and Communication Person, like your Football Association, that ensures Patel will have to get it started.
Okay, thank you very
And the
much.
president of Liberia Football Association will have it started.
For a moment of silence. Thank you.
Sadly missed along its way. Quietly remembered every day. No longer in our life, but in our hearts, you're always there. The LFA was key members and stakeholders in football in Liberia over the years. These individuals have played a very important part to make Liberia football what it is today. And today, we remember Willis K. Knuckles, Marcel Bertine, Samuel N. Burnett, John P. Bear, Willard A. Russell, Arthur Y. Mason, Daniel C. Fokpa, Jonathan Wood, Mark Willard Domo, Alfonso Ama, Alfonso Nienti, Seattle Bishop, Frank Jericho Nunley, Adolph Lawrence, Emmanuel Olivier, Morris Barsigia Jr., Horatio Bobby Willie, Benjamin City, Patrick Dopla, Abraham Sharif, Daniel Faulkner, George Taylor, Gabriel Johns, Paul, Larry, Frank Seaton, Bonbon George, Edwin Turpet, Cunningham Miller, Abraham Sharif, Melvin Koba, Edwin Ben Harris, Prince Kenny, Saki Kennedy, Bubba Henry Brown, Jeremiah Sua, Henry Boyd Flomo. Those we love don't go away. Walk beside us every day. Unseen, unheard, but always near. Still love, still miss, and very dear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And may the peace and blessings of the Almighty God be upon them and of those who were not mentioned. Thank you. So, honorable members, maybe honorable members of the executive committee, Councilor Sumo Ezeta, the former president of the Liberia Association, former members of the FA executive committee, our minister, representative from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, representative from the Liberia National Old Timers Association, pardon me, representative from the Liberia Olympics Committee, observers, our distinguished stakeholders, our legends, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are excited to have you at the Football Association and to extend our welcome to you for this extraordinary session by the Football Association. I will quickly now call upon the representatives of the third and fourth division clubs who communicated with the Liberia Football Association on issues relative to Congress. So the representation of the third and fourth division clubs, can you please come forward and make your statement to members of Congress. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, Honorable President. Concerned fourth and third division teams, grassroots football, seeking support from the Liberia Football Association. On this day, the 25th, 2024. Mr. President, members of the Executive Committee, and Congress of the Football Association, on behalf of the third division clubs who are actively participating in the Liberia Football Association, third division leagues in the 15 counties, we extend our thanks to you all. We want to take this opportunity to express our gratitude and appreciation to the leadership of the Liberia Football Association and the members of Congress for the achievements and support towards our clubs. We'd like to highlight some of the notable initiatives, including and not limited to the appropriation distribution of COVID relief funds received by all third division clubs 3 years ago. Mr. President, members of Congress, when we received the amount, I recall it was between 1,000 and 500, at which time we had the championship and the third division. That funding helped us greatly as we were competing with teams in the second division, the first division, and even with the upper league in terms of organization and materials resources. We could allow our team to purchase at most a 25% boost in up to 10 footballs to keep their division team at its youthful stage. The reform of our leagues, the introduction of the FIFA Connect system is an secret that all of us are very aware that third division teams were considered as no, and we were considered a downside. Our players could leave from third division level, fourth division level, and go to second or third division team and play because we were not in the Connect system. With the introduction of the Connect system, our players are now secure and owned by all third division clubs. Of that. I want to say thank you, Mr. President. The nominal registration fees. I can recall 2 years ago, from Moscow, club boys, and John Moscow FC. And after he left in person, the club boy had to dissolve. After he had left the club, simply because his team could not afford 50,000 to register the following season. And so the introduction of the registration fees, the non-registration of clubs at lower level is greatly impacting us at the lower level. Mr. President, I want to say thank you. The equipment support, we receive footballs, we receive beds, we receive training liners, which also help all of the teams at the club greatly. In the light, these initiatives, we are concerned and would like to appeal to members of Congress the Executive Committee, to your honorable office, Mr. President, that you consider the following. One, reduce the subvention contribution of $6,000 paid annually to clubs in the first, second, and upper winning league football by 50%. Two, this could be a 50% reduction. This is going to amount to $121,000 evenly among the third and fourth division clubs in Liberia, which constitutes 80% of clubs registered under the Liberia Football Association. It is just unfair that us at third division level, the fundamental football in Liberia. I told somebody before, you got two children, one is in 10th grade, the other one in maybe the university. I guess in my mind, consciously, we must be concerned of the one who is in 10th grade. Because the one at the university can better manage his social life as compared to the one in 10th grade. We are the foundation of football in Liberia. We are the fundamental football. If we are denied of these subventions, of course, where do the first division teams come from, the bad players? Where do the second division teams come from, the bad players? People are boasting in my here today. People are boasting in Louisiana, for example. Whoa, for example. Here in Sacramento, Mr. Andy Kwame. Here in Sacramento came from Brenda FC. He played for Oranges. Today, he has won 2 trophies for Tanga. He came for third division. Emmanuel Gondo, all of us know where he is now. He played for Region, I just talked about it. If third division clubs are neglected, if third division clubs are not seen as contributors to football, where is the foundation of football? I'm happy that there's relegation. Because when you leave from third division, and you come to second division, when you leave from second division, you come to third division. If third division teams are not respected, why are we relegating our teams from first to second division? If third division teams are not respected, why are we even promoting from third to second, from second to first? I've come to ask members of the committee members, to the Congress, that you allow us to form a part of the national budget. If football will unite, if football is fair play, of course, third division team must be part of that. Please allow me, before I conclude, to just recognize 3 clubs who similarly went through these struggles that we are still bearing today. This to talk about Discovery, DSA. It was established 12 years now. Today they are part of the first division team. They are member of Congress. I either acted with the coach a year ago or 8 years. And when he made a promise to Mr. Pakam to qualify the team, we are proud of you. We're going to challenge you positively. Because when we see most of the they can have 60 years later, they want to grind. And I was just talking with somebody and said he bought one of my best players, Mo Salah. Samira FC from the Motorado Championship. We recognize Tony FC, Tony Banuka. I've visited several times asking for football on my knees because I got quality. To Ms. Vanessa Ure, your present football has changed. You have brought most facts to football. Today, Shatta FC, Shatta Angel. If you are the only woman that will depend on, if this request was granted, it will have a single vote. That vote will come from Shatta Angel. Because he's very excited. To pass FC, easy 7 Baron. You know, pass or big. Sometimes it's good to play the real sense. when you struggle, there are different means to get out of struggle. I remember Pastor had to leave Mosuralo and went to Bombay to escape the struggle. Today they are part of Congress. You are there with us. You feel the pain that we went through after the election in Sula. We know that you don't even want the money. But please, the third election team have asked me to ask you to just take 50% of the subvention. I want to recognize you. There's one thing that we downplay. Sorry that I'm not seeing Maya Keke, who have been one of the highest promoter of grassroots players. The legs of Prince Namo, Marian Namo, Tesbon Bemi. You need the rest. Robert Kobo, who play for Mosuralo. Then will now, they all play for Pinzu. So there's not Pinzu, it's FC. I was in the office of the Control Information Hillary Saki, and we spoke. I led Keke to that office, and we spoke today. Pinzu is the champion of the SA Orange Cup. That's the fundamental. If nobody will agree with us, I know
the half of you are all good. Equally, the half of our president, you're going to help us to reduce our subvention to 50% and have that contributed to grassroots football. FC Kalon, now Moscow FC. In fact, it's Moscow FC Kalon now. Please, Kaseko, you're going to add on to us. Not only that, you're going to reduce yours to 50%. Our clubs are equally looking up to you. And we know when you give a facility SC in Liberia. Our clubs are all eyes on you. Finally, Mr. President, your club used to be Junior Barcelona in Ghana's. At one point in time, you were co-sponsor of the Ghana subcommittee because that subcommittee lacks sponsorship, and so you were playing dual role. You know the pains we go through as third division teams. We've come to beg your indulgence. Please find a way out to include third division teams in the subvention. Before I take my seat, I would like to bring to your attention that the first and second division teams of the league receives exclusive support, sponsorship from Orange Liberia, and all benefits in its intake. We understand that the FA4 funds are meant to develop football and competitions. We are, however, observed over the period that the Congress of the Liberia Football Association has neglected third and fourth division clubs when it comes to financial support, focusing primarily on first, second, and upper women league. We appealed to your honorable office for the reduction as indicated 10.1 to affect our proposition for the people of the game based on fair play and equality. On behalf of third division clubs, fourth division club president, Mr. President, executive committee members, member of Congress, our media police, I know very strongly that this message will not rest. That you guys in the media love our third division teams. If the country must be terrible scope, it must be based on third division players. We're hoping that you will take this message. I want to say thank you for the opportunity, the first of this time in the history of football, where third division teams are given the platform to express their concern. I want to say thank you, and may God bless our football.
Now we call on the representative of the National Olympic Committee for a statement.
Mr. President and members of the Executive Committee of the Liberia Football Association, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Vice President Isaiah Wesley, other members of the Liberia Football Association Secretariat, distinguished members of Congress. I greet you in the name of the Liberia National Olympic Committee, and I want to express here how happy we are to be part of this extraordinary Congress of the Liberia Football Association. We want to commend the leadership of the Liberia Football Association for affording members of Congress the opportunity to make decisions as it relates to the operation of the LFA. The organization of this extraordinary Congress is a clear demonstration that you are indeed striving to empower the stakeholders who are the owners of the Liberia Football Association. I want to say thank you for that. Members of Congress, as you embark upon this journey today, we want to caution you to bear in mind that irrespective of our differences we may have, the bigger picture is football. And we should look at the bigger picture to advance the game of football in Liberia. Before I take my seat, I will want to join the 3rd and 4th division teams to plead to Congress. It cannot be 50%. I think that one too hard. But please consider something. Like he said, grassroots football is very, very paramount to the advancement of football in any nation. And if we fail to have that foundation, it will be difficult for us to succeed as a nation football-wise. So I join the very eloquent gentleman who just spoke to plead with you to make some consideration. Is smiling, to plead with you all to make some consideration and see how we can all contribute and rally around 3rd and 4th division teams to give more support to grassroots football in Liberia. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we call on the representative from the Ministry of Youth and Sports for a statement. Thank you.
Mr. President and members of the Executive Committee, stakeholders of the Liberia Football Association, former President Madam Sombo Asata Wesley, the Iron Lady of Liberian Football, my own boss, coordinator of the Mass Commissioner Council of Liberia, past General Grand Matron, former Secretary General Mr. Yanka Bosse, former Secretary General Mr. Idrissa Kaba, members of the Folk Estate. We've come here yet again at an extraordinary Congress discussing the survival of football. Mr. President and members of the Executive Committee, football is at a crossroad, and we all must come together to help it survive. I just listened to Pascal Darius. You see, the way life is, Pascal from the 3rd division is appealing to the LFA to help the grassroots football survive. In the same token, he also appealing that LFA reduce the subvention of the clubs to 50%. Life is not balanced. The clubs themselves are asking the LFA to increase their subvention. You see how life is? It's like a story where the guy said he tired with life. The guy only one trouser. When he went to kill himself, he saw another man very naked. He said, when you kill yourself, please give me your trouser. The story says, the guy said, oh, but I'm better than this guy because I did not know that in life there are other people who are better off than them. This story goes to say that whatever life take you, there are other people who believe who your story is by far better than. That when you know your story, you say, but then I'm better, let me just stay than this guy who is below me. And that guy who is below that story also got other people is also better than. Mr. President, member of the executive committee, we and fellow stakeholders, even though I stand in the shoe as the person for the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I'm a club owner myself for 29 years. I know what it means to be a club owner. The best we can do is to continue to dialogue. Fighting can't solve it. Those who know football are very fighting. It never help us. It will never will. They found a time. Same with the FA. LFA Executive Committee found a time to listen. We are not saying everything they say is good or bad, but give them listening ears. That dialogue. They find solution for football. Fighting every day, going chat room, renting, it might not help us, it will not help us. If we come together, football will survive better. We've been here. Like I said, 29 years of my life, I've been in football. We have been in the West one, the good one, the bad one. But what all we need is for football to survive when we are united. See, defeat our Honor 17 for the first time to defeat Senegal. It's not a joke. In a competitive competition. They are 180 minutes away from going to the World Cup. Maybe for the first time, this will be our ready story. There's somebody starting at Bordeaux that the month of May is a lucky month for Liberia. Our Honor 20 beat Sierra Leone 7 and defeated Guinea. Now they have qualified to the next stage. I was speaking to Mr. Kone whether there's an incentive in qualifying for the WAFU. He said no, it's just a WAFU competition. But we all need to support it. Then Pascal David said we need to pay attention to grassroots because all of us go there to fetch for players. Whether in first division, whether in third division, whether in fourth division. The way forward is our grassroots. 3 years ago, our Honor 17, I was brought up by Ansu Keita. We all saw what happened there. I'm a beneficiary of that product. Emmanuel Sie and Emmanuel Fori. They play for Watanga and today we are champions. If the FA and all of us here have not invested into grassroots, we will not know the likes of Emmanuel Fori, Emmanuel Sie, maybe Kanesco, and the rest, Abu Keita, and all those children who have come up from that stage. Football must survive, it's true. They come together and work together so that football can be the winner. Yes, there will be differences. Nobody said even all the executive committee have the same agenda. No. But if we dialogue, discuss those issues, and find solutions, football will move forward. I hope and pray that whatever you discuss here today, that football be the winner. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We proceed now with the roll call, and we'll turn over the mic to the Acting Secretary General, Mr. Mohamed Sharif.
Thank you so kindly, Mr. President. And good morning to my esteemed stakeholders, and also a special one to the Executive Committee members. The roll call. Ambassador FC. Ambassador FC.
Present.
Bengals Association. B Mountains. Beach Soccer. Blackman Warriors. CC United. CC United. Please speak out. So we're going over again. Ambassador FC.
Present.
Bengals Association. B Mountains.
Present.
B Mountain.
Present.
Beach Soccer. Beach Soccer. Blackman Warriors.
Present.
Blackman Warriors.
Present.
CC United.
Present.
CC United.
Present.
Determined Girls.
Present.
Determined Girls.
Present.
Discoveries.
Present.
Discoveries.
Present.
Art Injuries.
Present.
Art Injuries.
Present.
Freeport FC.
Present.
Freeport FC.
Present.
Gardnersville FC.
Present.
Gardnersville FC.
Present.
Global Farmer.
Present.
Global Farmer. Heaven 11. Heaven 11. Invisible 11. Jubilee.
Present.
Junior Professionals.
Present.
Galon FC.
Present.
Lifoka.
Present.
Lifra.
Present.
Liska FC.
Present.
Lona.
Present.
Mangibi FC. Mangibi FC. Mighty Barrow.
Present.
Mighty Enforcer.
Present.
Nimakwado.
Present.
NPA Anchors. NPA Anchors. Oilers. Parks FC.
Present.
Philadelphia Lone Star. Pinsville FC.
Present.
Real Muja.
Present.
Rabia FC.
Present.
Samara FC. Samara FC. Sino MPA.
Present.
Senior Female Professionals.
Present.
Soccer Ambassadors.
Present.
Shakhtar FC.
Present.
Stages Queens.
Present.
Shakhtar Angels. Varsity Academicals. Varsity or Academicals. Watanga FC. Yeah. Watanga FC. Wologisi FC.
Present.
That ends the roll call.
Thank you for the roll call, Mr. Acting General Secretary. Do we have a quorum?
Mr. President, as per the number of presence, number of members absent, I can certainly agree with you that we have a roll call, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Acting General Secretary. So I'll start my address before the approval of the budget. Honorable members of the Executive Committee, representative of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, representative of the Liberia National Olympic Committee, former President, former General Secretaries, our legends, observers, our distinguished stakeholders, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It's again a pleasing moment to stand before you and to address members and delegates of this extraordinary session. May I take my time to unzip my folder and transmit to you 3 words. I will recall and retrospect on information provided by our colleagues and friends in terms of the Football Association boasting about its achievements. It is, however, important to note that we, as the Football Association and our leadership, must continue to repeat and create an image of reflection in your minds of our achievements that will be recorded in the minutes of our meeting for history. It is hard work we've done, and we continue to blow our horns, and no one can do that for us. It is our responsibility as the Football Association, the leadership, to continue to present not just to members of Congress, but to those who are viewing this Congress by means of online television. We, as the Executive Committee of the Football Association, I repeat, have extended based on the foundation laid by previous leaders, one of who is here today, Councillor Sumbo Azeta Wesley. It is based on these principles of the hard work, dedication put in by these people. Former President Snow, former President Billity, the late Willie Russell, and the rest of other members who strive hard, work together with stakeholders to ensure that the light of the Liberia Football Association keep moving forward. Considering that we've taken over, as your members and your leaders in service, we have the pleasing duty to again remind you that upon taking over the Football Association, there were a series of challenges. And there will be challenges when we depart the Football Association. Howbeit, we will continue to strive to ensure that we create stability and avoid ripples into the Football Association that might be created by individuals who tend to come in as oxbow lake or to meander within the process of our football's work. We must understand that football development is a process and takes time. We must also realize that it requires a lot of investment. May I first comment to address the Ministry of Youth and Sports and National Government. Football development is not a child's play. It requires significant investment, and huge amount of that investment should come from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. If we are lacking those support, we as the Football Association cannot guarantee sustainable success. Success, yes, is required. Success, yes, we need, but it requires funding to propel us in the direction of success. I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to all of you stakeholders for giving us the support and approvals as it relates to the contract of agreed objectives. As we can outline and continue to remind you about the contract of agreed objectives that we provided each and every one of you, outlining the projects the Football Association will undertake based on the agreement between Liberia Football Association and FIFA for the period 2022 to 2026. These amounts are dedicated funding for projects and cannot be directed to other areas. Based on these agreements, we, as the Executive Committee, remain committed to uphold, in line with those agreements laid with FIFA, to avoid sanction or violation of the contract of the agreed objectives. Today, I'm happy that Gompa Stadium in the rural will have lights and an artificial pitch for Ganta Almighty FC to play their home matches and generate more money when matches are played there. If we decide to cancel, or if our dreams and vision is to terminate such an opportunity, where then do you expect the citizens, one of the highest populated counties in Liberia, to have the kids play football in terms of recreation or to enjoy themselves. We as stakeholders must be very, very careful and focus on development, pay attention to how we can work together. I love the slogan that was introduced by our new team on the block. Pinsville. These are things that we should look at in terms of how we can increase the revenue of our football association. The fan base in terms of generating revenue is very important to football development, contributing factor to the budget of the football association. If we fail to grow our fans, if we fail to brand our football, football will not give you money. We have equal responsibility as the football association. The executive committee is engaging with partners, engaging with companies to ensure we bring in more funding to the football association. We need national government to also support. The football association or clubs cannot just move to companies and get support. Government needs to get involved. Today, one way or the other, I may say, our youth teams are not paid well. Attention is not given from the Ministry of Youth and Sports to our youth football program. We presented to the Ministry of Youth and Sports a yellow budget of around 4 million. Unfortunately, the national budget approved is not equivalent to the money we requested. The talent development scheme, the Football Association engaged with FIFA in terms of running a national academy. This national academy is going to produce several players that will be feeded into grassroots teams, feeded into first division teams and second division team. Today, the government cannot guarantee through the Ministry of Youth and Sports support to the PDS program. Today we are running the U17 program, the U20 women's program, and the senior national women's program that all of you are aware of, except those who have blinded their eyes with the scales of the fish that cannot see, or also have cuttings in the ear that cannot hear in terms of what we are doing. However, we believe, I'm not insulting you, sir, but I'm trying to provide clarity in terms of those who are believing, and I believe each and every one of you here understands what we're saying in terms of the work we're doing. However, there are others who don't see these strides we're making. Today, we celebrate the success of the under-17. It's not our success, it's your success, thanks to those who are investing in women's football. But do you think it is fair that our under-17 team travel home in a way without no contributions to from national government? Do you think it is fair our team have advanced to the second round to play against Nigeria, but yet still we do not have funding from national government? We as the Football Association is struggling, and it's my responsibility to report to you as stakeholders the difficulties and challenges we face today. Our under 20 is in Senegal. We didn't feel excited or happy that they could leave with our money. The little we could afford was $100 United, yet still the players decided that they couldn't accept that amount, but braved the storm and decided to go and fight for the red, white, and blue. It is still not fair that they've traveled far away from Liberia without giving them the support. Today, if you look online, Liberians are celebrating the success of those two teams. What have we done as national government and citizens of the country? It's just a bunch of few individuals who are stakeholders continuously contributing and investing their money to ensure that we promote women's football. It is fair. Is it fair? Is it fair? You need to make that decision if it is fair or not fair. The Football Association cannot do it all. FIFA cannot do it all. The funding provided by FIFA is just a subsidy to ensure that it starts you off with the support of national government. Mr. Minister, we hope you can convey to your colleagues at the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Ministry of Finance, there's an urgent need to support our women's football teams. We can only know the goodness of the Christmas from the eve. Today we are preparing for a country like Nigeria who have participated in a series of Women's World Cup, but we are still reneging on our responsibility to support our girls in competition. Senior national team, today we are still facing challenges. As we continue to work, yes, thanks to the Minister of Youth and Sports and his team, we are working, we've been working to ensure we give support through the Ministry of Finance. Dear stakeholders, Liberia and Liberians were yearning to qualify for AFCON 2025. Our hopes to qualify for 2025 is getting slimmer by the day. Liberia qualified against Djibouti. We are still indebted to hotels. We are still indebted to airlines. 172,000 is yet to be paid. The Football Association has not received that money from the national government. We've also preparing for another match in the World Cup qualifiers in South Africa against Namibia and against Sao Tome in Oujda, Morocco. We have still not received the funding for those two matches outside of Liberia. Mind you, I want to take keynote. You must prepare in advance to guarantee success. You must prepare in advance to perform well. If you are giving us money in the last minute or a couple of days after the match, success is not guaranteed. Our coaches were compensated in terms of 2 months, all payment done from the Football Association. We are still waiting, national government, to address the payment of the national team coaches. The coaches are threatened to depart Liberia if they cannot get the salaries. It is not just about the new coaches. We've yearned to develop our local national team. Our coaches have been here for over 4 months, and we are not investing at the level that we should as national government in the country. We must take note that it's important to invest into football. If we want good results, if we want guaranteed results, we must invest. The coach has already outlined that we have missed 80 hours of training. How can we reduce the gap? It's a big question, and maybe sometime the Ministry of Youth and Sports will be able to address and answer. We are working together, yes, but it's taking so much time. The team should depart on the 31st of July, but not yet in camp, because we have indebted so much to the hotels that we can no longer go back to appeal for another credit. The 31st of May, pardon me. We hope that you as stakeholders will join hands with us, because it is our responsibility to report to you as the first arm in our football arena, and then go up there to the general public and make them understand that the Football Association is doing its best, putting its best efforts. We are working with the Ministry of Youth and Sports. They are working with the Ministry of Finance, but yet still we haven't received a penny as part of the preparations for our women's teams. Our under-17 boys teams should be traveling to Senegal for the under-17 qualifiers for AFCON. We have still not received a penny for that program. The Football Association and its technical director is working with coaches to see how that can be also addressed. The under 15 youth team has been training over the last 5 months. No compensation for them. Our past coaches who supported the initiative of our football development, Kopo Sana and the rest of the others, are still not being paid. 5 months of salary has not been paid to those individuals. The Football Association, through the little we gathered from savings in all other areas, have been trying to make frantic efforts to address compensations towards our coaches. It is difficult, it is challenging. Unfortunately, we are all dependent on the subvention of CAF, the subvention of FIFA, through the FIFA Forward program. For those of you who are new today as observers, who just arrived and attended this extraordinary Congress, permit me to drill you through, so that when you depart from here, you can become an ambassador of LFA to provide better information to those that are out there. Through the FIFA Forward program, FIFA provides $3 million to the LFA for a period of 4 years, directed to tailor-made projects. These projects define and agree between LFA and FIFA, with all of the budgetary amounts and allocation has been submitted to all of our stakeholders. On an annual basis, FIFA provides a total of $1,250,000 to the LFA. Out of this amount, $600,000 is based on specific criteria we must achieve. Unfortunately, Liberia has not been able to meet series of criteria like other countries around the world. Dear stakeholders, during our meeting with FIFA in Bangkok, along with one of their representatives, fortunately a member of SIPA and vice president of SIPA, if I'm not mistaken, Liberia will be losing an amount of $150,000 United States dollars, a budget shortfall in terms of our income, looking at our income area, based off the Liberia Football Association failure to host a U17 Women's League, or U50 Women's League, and to participate in other international competition. Both of you have traveled, both of you have engaged yourself in businesses around Africa. FIFA is requesting Liberia to participate in 4 international matches and gain $50,000 United States dollars. We all know how much it costs, or some of us are aware how much it costs to travel to Ghana, including the multiple delegation of trade. Today, our preferred area is to go to Sierra Leone and play 4 matches. Some of you who benefit from the savings that we make to generate this money make fun out of the LFA. But that's the only place the LFA can go. $50,000 dollars cannot even cover a flight ticket for 1 match. Our 120 traveled to Senegal. The flight ticket was around $44,000 plus change, excluding other benefits that needed to be given just to play those matches. We must understand that this football association is your football association. We are willing to support you and will continue to support you. But we must be careful and also take note that with the reduction in our subvention fund, where do you expect the football association to get more money to give the clubs? We had a meeting yesterday and a series of other meetings that we've held, explaining to you the workings of the FIFA Forward program, the workings of the Football Association in terms of how we can generate funding for our football. Today is becoming difficult by the day, difficult tomorrow, and we don't know, maybe more difficult in the future. FIFA is no more considered in terms of Liberia lobbying and appealing because they have supported our programs in many ways. They are giving us a lot of waivers. Now they are requesting us to ensure we follow all of the listed criteria that has been outlined in the FIFA Forward program. There are some of us who work at the Football Association, some of us who believe we are much more informed about the FIFA Forward program, but that is in the past. We've worked and taken the responsibility, the amount of authority of the Football Association to ensure that we meet up to your needs, or some of your needs, or a minute portion of your needs. Today, we cannot guarantee as the Football Association that the FIFA will provide more of its forward program when we are now aware that we lack some of those criteria. It is important to take note that yes, as established by the representative, Mr. Pascal Davis of the 3rd Division teams. Thanks to the Executive Committee for giving them the consideration of our 3rd Division team for the first time to make a presentation to members of Congress. Mr. Davis, the 3rd Division team and the 4th Division team are important. However, those demands are very grave and very huge. We understand your plight and we will work together to address them. We are not going to ignore it as the Football Association because you form a key part. It is not just about the 3rd and 4th division, but today we also have the Mass Football League. We have the U12 League. We have the U15 League. All of those leagues need to be supported. The school football representation is here from ISA. They require support. School football programs for both boys and girls, they need to be supported. The central part of the FIFA Forward program is not just about providing money to anyone. The key component in the FIFA Forward program, and I urge you to refer to those documentation, is to serve as the OPC of the LFA, the operational costs, to handle the compensation of our players, handle the compensation of referees, handle the compensation of our staff, handle the operations of the Football Association. This Executive Committee has agreed over the period to address challenges faced by clubs by introducing for the first time in 2019 what today we all boast of as the subvention payments to clubs. We started from $3,937 United States dollars, grew to $4,200 to $5,000, and today $6,000. What we can do as the Football Association is to fight to maintain the payment of the $6,000 rather than get into a bigger trouble. When we have more money, we'll give you more money. The Football Association Executive Committee, at no point in time, waited for clubs to complain about money when we have it. We increased the subvention to clubs over the period because we knew that it was available. I would like to also reflect on the sponsorship payment. Today, we've sat back as clubs. Some of us, or most of us, were individuals who failed to understand that we fought to bring the LFA to this level. And if you continue to sit and permit individuals to use different mediums to discourage sponsors, the problem is going to come back to you. Because if a sponsor leaves the Football Association based on confusion and chaos developed by individuals who have different kind of motives to utilize the Football Association as a play game or as a toy, or who is just misleading you because they have a motive and a strategy, because they are scamming people around, then you will be scammed. What you need to understand is, if you are not careful, you're going to be scammed. If some of you are scammed, don't blame the Football Association. We fought to maintain and continue to work with Orange Liberia to provide sponsorship. Over the period, we've seen stakeholders encouraging individuals who are not even footballers to stand at the gates of Orange Liberia to protest that they are not receiving the sponsorship payment. Today, I'm challenging any stakeholder in this hall to stand up and say that they have not received the sponsorship payment from the Football Association. We've stood through the period we've worked. Since we got the sponsorship, each and every one of you over the period of the years has constantly received the sponsorship payment. Why did we do that? Because we believe that football development is also based on working along with the clubs. And that's the reason why we've provided 100% of the sponsorship payment to you. Members of Congress, our observers who are present today, I want you to take all that message. I've challenged members of the stakeholders present who send people out there, not all of you, or some of you, to protest against the payment of sponsorship to clubs, that they were not aware. For each and everyone present here, no one can stand up and claim that they did not receive the sponsorship payment from Orange Liberia. We remain committed. This is not business as usual, because in the past, commitments were made and we did not deliver. We believe and we know that we are obliged that when we get into a business with an entity, funding received should be given to those who should be the beneficiaries. It is important to ensure that we have stability at the Football Association. If you permit individuals who have different motives, and I will repeat, different motives about football development, different motives and ideas, to use you with the little they have, mind you, we are going to take our football backwards. We are on course. We are ready to continuously work with you like we've done. We've called a series of stakeholders engagement, not just with you, but with members of the press, to engage and explore means that we can be able to support one another. Today, the decision is in your hands. Few minutes from now, for you to decide in approving the budget to move forward, or to reject the budget to deny Kingsville FC. Congratulations to you for winning the FA Cup. A vote against the budget will certainly mean that the Football Association cannot commit to cover the cost of referees, indemnities, and flight ticket payment accommodation to those referees who will officiate in your club competition. Today, if you say no to the budget, you are saying no to Watanga FC, who the champions, that should participate in the CAF Champions League, who should be getting $20,000 as winners of the league. Today, if you are telling us you want to vote against the budget, you are telling us and giving us instruction to vote against the Termy girls from receiving $20,000. Today, you are telling us, and congratulations to Shatter Angels, who became the champions of the Women's Cup portion, that we should not also provide the cup money. Because all of those money is provided by sponsors and income reflected in the LFA budget. And those monies should come under the expenditure portion to be provided to clubs. Our responsibility is to work with you, dear stakeholders. Our responsibility is to also make you understand if there is money at the Football Association, we will make them available not just only to you. There will be increment that you benefit from, and there will be increment that will direct towards the third division clubs. To the representative of the third division clubs present, it is important to note that based on the numbers, the Football Association is still exploring means in terms of relieving the burden of your hands. As you stated, by evidence that we've cancelled registration fees, I believe it was something great that we did. We reduced the cost of red card and yellow cards. We also canceled the payment for free agent certificates. Today, as I speak, the Football Association will soon be getting in, working with another partner to reduce the cost of club licenses. So your licenses that were previously $3.50 will now be $2.50. We've identified another partner company that will help work in that direction. We will explore, we will work, and will ensure and guarantee that every season we'll provide more equipment to the third, fourth division, and grassroots teams in our country. We will not stay there. We will work and continue to explore means to obtain sponsorship, direct sponsorship for the third division, because we believe that strengthening the foundation of our football will generate and develop more and good players for the first, second, and women's division leagues. Our women's football is on course. Competition is growing. Today, against the Football Association, we appreciate the collaboration of clubs working in the interest of football development. Your interest and your vision to grow Liberian football is not different from what we have. We have a different procedure, we have a different idea, a different policy, but we're all geared towards developing football for the common good of our country, Liberia. Let us continue to invest, let us continue to explore, let us network to make women's football stronger in our country. Let us also ensure as stakeholders that yes, there is a need for our representatives of sub-association subcommittee. Distinguished members of Congress, today you are proudly seated and some are asking for more money. But I'm very sure if I pass the microphone around, Mr. Floyd Thomas Jr. will tell me the amount of money, $20 United States as indemnity on a monthly basis to the chairman of the NIMA Sub-Association is nothing. But we do not have it. But these people in the level of the Sub-Association and Subcommittee, all around the 15 counties, are contributing, making sacrifice, rain, sunshine, moving up and down because they are passionate about football development. They are working to move football. They are working to help you develop players for your teams. For the Football Association, you are only approving on a monthly basis $20 United States dollars. Far against the decent workout. But they are committed to that process and remain hopeful that at some point in time there will be increase. Mr. Minister, if you take note in the budget, we've included an amount of $300,000 United States dollars. A minute amount, $300,000 United States dollars as contribution from government of Liberia to our football clubs. Today, we've seen our football clubs seated. They are investing money, Mr. Minister. We feel happy when we see our Minister of Sports delivering a speech during the opening of the National County Sports Meets. There is no county that owns a team. These teams are owned by individuals who are taking money from their pockets on a daily basis to grow and develop players. If we do a sampling today, there are a number of players who have gotten injured from participating in the National County Sports Meet with no obligation from the counties to address, but now a liability to the clubs. Mr. Minister, we believe that is important. The gate intake generated from the National County Meet that highly attendance can come in to support our club's football. A percentage of that amount can be contributed to our football. If the government and Ministry of Youth and Sports can apply to the Ministry of Finance for support for the National County Sports Meets, a tournament or competition that takes place for 2 weeks, why not also apply to the Ministry of Youth, Finance or the House of Representatives for more money to our club football? $300,000 is a minute portion of the budget that should be given to our football clubs. Distinguished members of Congress, I want to again extend my thanks and appreciation to you. Today we are here, the life of football is in your hand. Through the budget, going against the budget, the decision is yours. I thank you very much. statement. Now we go to the approval process of the budget. So we've submitted the budgets of the Football Association to all clubs. Yesterday, we met as clubs and stakeholders to again present to you and provide you details. I've outlined to each and every one of you the challenges we faced in terms of the income portion of our budget, the challenges and expectations that we have. So we move into the approval process of the budget, and during this process, we will ask for scrutineers, Coaches Association, as one of the scrutineers. We will call on Ganasve FC as one of the scrutineers, and we will also call on Nima Kwalo as one of the scrutineers. Thank you very much, scrutineers. So you can take a pen and paper, and we are going to utilize a provision within the statutes. The vote will not be by hand, but will be by roll call. So the acting general secretary, once we are ready for the votes, will call upon the name of the club. You have to state whether you are in favor of the budget by saying a yes. And if you are against the approval of the budget, you do by no. If you are abstaining for the approval process of the budget, you do it by an abstention. Thank you very much. Under the statutes, hello, 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 Mr. Glasgow, that's the reason why you have the Constitution, the statutes. You can decide to do by roll call, by show of hands, or you can call by naming the club. What is the crime? It is the statutes. Thank you very much. There's nothing changed. So please, do not misconstrue and do not create a situation that will deny you of the opportunity. It is important that we have the laws because we are looking at the approval of the budget. The budget process is not secret. It is transparent. We, and as the presiding officer, have decided that we are going to do the vote by the call of the club, and the delegate representing that club will vote in favor by saying yes. If you're against, you say no. If you want to abstain, you say you abstain. Thank you very much. Mr. General Secretary, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. We begin with Ambassador FC. Students, are you ready? Yeah. We start with Ambassador FC. Yes, Dad. Ambassadors FC. Yes, Dad. Students, please mark. B Mountain. B Mountain, yes. Student, please take note. Yes. Black Men Warriors. Yes. Student. CC United. No. Determined Girls. No. Discoveries. Yes. Earth Angels. Yes. Freeport FC. Yes. Battlefield FC. Yes. Global Farmer. Yes. Yes. Invisible 11. Yes. Invisible 11. Yes. Yes. Jubilee. No. Junior Professionals. Yes. Alon FC.
No.
No. Liska.
Yes.
Mike Barrow.
Yes.
Michael Infosa. Michael Infosa.
Talk.
Yes. Nimak Barrow.
No.
Oilers.
Yes.
Yes. Parks FC. Yes. Philadelphia Lone Star. Yes. Pinsville FC. Yes. Real Muja. No. Liberia FC. Yes. NPA Sino. No. Senior female professional.
No.
Soccer ambassadors. Yes. Shaita FC. No. Stadium Queens.
Just going home no.
Shaita Angels. Watanga. Yes. Bulogisi.
Yes.
Heavy 11.
No.
Lifra.
Yes.
Lona.
Yes.
Lefoga.
Yes.
Mangibi FC. That ends the vote. Beach soccer. Brazil Academicals. Scrutineer?
Yes, 25. No, 13. Abstain, 0.
Well, thank you very much. In accordance with the statutes, based on the votes, the budget is passed, and we want to extend our thanks and appreciation to each and every members of Congress for their participation on this matter. Thank you. We move to the next agenda item. Members of Congress, the executive committee met during our meeting yesterday, and we discussed about the appointment of members to other committees to help support the workings of the Football Association based on the non-function of some of the members. So we've agreed that they will be replaced. The General Secretary will name the committees and those individuals who will be appointed to committees for presentation to Congress one final approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. And the first committee is the Audit and Compliance Committee. Richard Pratt. The next is Disciplinary Committee, Jenkins Pelena. Next is the Appeals Committee, Census Kiadi and John Bonan. Elections Committee, Councillor Neo BN. And then the first instant book, Councillor Jacob K. Durrell.
Thank you, Mr. Acting General Secretary. Again, to members of the Congress, we will go with the roll call. Scrutineers, please take your position. We will do the votes by yes, no, or abstention to move forward. Thank you.
Scrutineers, are we set?
Yes, we are.
Ambassador FC.
Yes.
Yes. Rebounding. Yes. Black Men Warriors. Yes. CC United. Yes. Abstain. CC United abstain. Determined Girls. Yes. Discoveries. Yes. Art Injures. Yes. Freeport FC. Yes. Gardnersville FC. Yes. Global Farmer. Yes. ME11. Abstain. Invincible 11. Yes. Abstain?
Yes.
Jubilee. Yes. Junior Professionals. Yes. Kalon FC. No. Le Foka.
Yes.
Yes. Lefra.
Yes.
Yes. Liska FC.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Yes. Mighty Baro. Yes. Mangibi. Yes. Manita Infosa. Yes. Nima Kwado. NPA Anchors. Oilers. Parks FC. Yes. Philadelphia Lone Star. Yes. Queensville FC. Yes. Real Muda. Yes. Liberia FC.
Yes.
Sino MPA. Abstain. Simon Female Professionals.
No.
Soccer Ambassadors. Yes. Shakhtar FC. Yes. Stages Queens.
No.
Shakhtar Angels. Abstain. Varsity Academicals. Yes. Watanga FC. Ulugisi FC.
Yes.
Yes. That ends the voting. Scrutinizers, are we set? Please.
Okay, we have 49 yeses. We have 3 no and abstinence 6.
How many are abstained?
6.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Acting General Secretary. Thank you to the stakeholders based on the provision of the statutes, the decision and appointment of these committee members as proposed by the executive committee is hereby approved. Thank you. We now come to a close. Distinguished members, executive committee members, a representative of the Liberia National Olympic Committee, representative of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, our former president, former general secretaries, observers, members of the press, our distinguished and honorable stakeholders. Again, I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you. This is all about good governance and democracy. The decision has been made that we proceed with the budget and the appointees. We do understand and would like to commit to each and every one of you that we will work very hard to solicit additional support for contribution towards the budget. It is a challenging moment in our country, not just for the Football Association, but our country at large. We all are aware of the current economic situation. Let us not blind our eyes to the situation that takes place. We must also understand that all of the executive committee members here are in your interests. They are here to work for you. We are here to serve you and to serve football the best way we can. We will continue to lobby like we've done to ensure that we reduce the costs and expenses on our clubs. Today we are proud to announce, I believe you're aware, that the Women's Champions League version will be taking place this early. We know that going far away to Mauritania or Senegal will be more expensive for our women's club. We will continue to lobby and engage that these competitions stay within our sub-region. But there are messages we need to send, because football is also a tool that we need to use to provide information to our people. When you see a kid today lighting a match and putting a paper to smoke, if you don't stop that kid, tomorrow a kid will lead into smoking weed, taking drugs, etc. The Football Association, through the executive committee, is sending out this message to say no to drugs, no to doping, no to money laundering, no to scamming in our football environment, no to individuals who want to utilize the Football Association for a narrow motive. We can guarantee you and continue to say there is going to be a war that we're going to launch against those who will be involved in match fixing, those who will be involved in money laundering, because that's the reason why we've introduced the LFA Connect system and the ITMS. It did not just come out overnight, but it's something that we saw way in advance. Today, we have a lot of people around doing in terms of online activities, but all information relative to transfer of players must be reported to the Football Association. We have a clearinghouse. The banks will be informed, and that's the reason why we've announced that every club must ensure through the Connect system to register their information in terms of the bank activities. If you are involved and you are caught, you'll be dealt with in accordance with the law. There are other things that I'd also like to convey to you. There's something called the FIFA Code of Ethics. Today, we as club presidents and club owners and colleagues, we can have meetings, but mind you, if you are induced, you that are receiving or you that are giving will be dealt with. The Code of Ethics is clean. Clubs can have meetings, but you must also understand what is the source of funding that are given to you for transportation. The Football Association is hoping to work with you to provide you more education. And today, I'm repeating, as evidence that will be in the meeting submitted to FIFA, there's a war against money laundering, war against drugs, war against those individuals who want to use and engage in match manipulation or match fixing of our football. We started our football in 2018 with stability. We have to be stable until we depart from the Football Association. And we will guarantee you that through this stability period, when we are no longer at the Football Association, we will continue to get involved and support these initiatives. Our football must be clean. Closing to our leagues, a lot of clubs continue to complain about allegations of match fixing or individuals who attempted to influence matches. It is wrong. We must play well. We must ensure that football remains the common denominator among each and every one of us. My dear brothers and sisters, my friends, our past leaders, members of the executive committee,
I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you, my brothers in Christ. I want to say God bless you. My brothers in Islam, Assalamu alaikum. God bless you.
So that's the first president of Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Raji, appreciating members side of the board here. As you may be aware, just passage of this entire process, we will talk to members side relates to the happening here. He's the president of Liberia Club's president. He's the president of Liberia Club's president, Mr. Chris Wyatt. He is currently, and you just saw the entire budget process and the votes from stakeholders. 2513, that is the budget yet is to be passed and have been passed. Tell us your take concerning this.
Well, I'm very excited. We've been meeting as club owners, and we expected better based on our negotiations with clubs. Although it's surprising, we expected 22, we got 13. It's a good thing. It sends a good signal out that clubs are ready to stand up. So I'm glad that we were able to get our numbers. Although I'm disappointed, but we will get there. It's a good step. This is the first time we've got these numbers of clubs voting no to the budget. So,
what's a disappointment in the entire process?
Well, my disappointment is that we've been discussing this for a month now, and we have clubs that committed to us. But as you can see, the president manipulated the process by saying that clubs should actually stand up and and announce their vote, which has never happened in football. And it's just open vote. I can bet if this was done as a closed vote, it's a different story. But again, clubs are intimidated because of subventions and other assistance that comes from the FA to these clubs. We'll continue to work with them. We in conversations with them. We will build their capacity that they can always stand up and say no when the no is their no.
What may be your word to you as a president of out of the president of clubs in Liberia? What may be that saying to them?
So I would like to thank the clubs. I would also like to thank the clubs that voted yes. Football is fraternity, and it is my hope that we'll come together. The budget is passed. We have to come together, work with the FA, and move football forward.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that's it. We talked to the president of Shattered Angels. She voted no.
Yes, I did.
Today, and the budget have been passed.
Yes. Yes, it's been passed.
So tell us why you voted no.
I voted no because we take.
Please, we have meal for you. And there will be
I voted no because we spend over 40,000 every season and receiving 6,000 every season. Although it makes a little impact, but we need more because we, the stakeholders in football, we are the reason why football is where it is today. We are the ones investing. We are the ones spending our time and energy and finances. So I do believe we deserve more. So the budget being passed is not a bad thing, but also we do deserve more than the 6,000 we're given every year.
Let's talk about moving forward. What do you hope for?
I hope that even though we didn't vote in the majority, the FA can see that a good number of stakeholders need and deserve more money, and they can find reason to help and add up to our subvention money, because actually a lot of teams are failing. A lot of teams that you see getting relegated is not because they don't have talent within their teams. It's just because they cannot afford to maintain their teams.
Just because they cannot afford to maintain. I think that's the president. Thank you so much, Shattered Angels. That's it. She voted no, but though, yes, indeed, that's how it is and how it should be done. And he's like I told you, we talked to stakeholders, we talked to the happenings of the thing, and his EC member here, and Mr. Payward, you are here currently. You witnessed the entire process. You were part of the process as well. Were in the budget of past 25-13. And someone say part of the kind for 13% to vote no.
Yeah, actually I didn't follow because I had to run to the restroom, and at least football won. So I'm happy about that, and that we have the budget passed. We will be able to operate.
Do you think it's a fair vote?
Yeah, sure. The stakeholders voted overwhelmingly. That's a fair vote.
Let's talk moving forward. What do you hope for Liberian football?
I think we just need to work together, dialogue, come to the table and do more for football instead of fighting. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So nice speaking with you. We stood here as relates to the game and Liberian football getting better. We talked to him in there from Shattered FC. Shattered FC. Welcome. How you doing?
Good afternoon, my dear brother Elijah.
We had you just witnessed the entire process, voted onto this extraordinary Congress for the convention. Your club voted?
My club voted no.
No, and this.
Yeah, it's a democratic process. We accept. We from Seattle FC and Seattle Angel. We accept. It's not the general election. We want for budget to be passed, and we want the additional money for subvention. And we say the club need additional money for the subvention. But other people voted yes, so maybe they have money. But for all, we still need more money to pay our players handsomely. But we'll do everything possible our players will be paid.
We will do everything also that our player will be paid. Thank you so much. It's a nice speaking. And we'll do everything possible for our club to be appreciated as it is currently inside the entire process. As it relates, we are still here. We still here. Like I told you, we will be speaking to the president just a minute with the president of Sano NPA, You were you part of this process? You voted?
Certainly, I voted. Certainly,
You voted yes.
No, I voted no.
You voted no, and you were part of the 13 process.
Yeah, part of the 13 process, of course. But if we having any meeting here in Monrovia, Sano MPA is always the case study. You know how much we spend from Greenville to come and honor matches in Monrovia, Kakata, and that of Nima as far. So we are in support of adding off the subvention a little bit because we struggled a lot. That's why you see Sano MPA put up the fight last season, but at the end of the day, we couldn't make it to the first division because it was not an easy process. We spent a lot of money. We played 15 matches in the league, and when we played go above in the knockout, we can play maybe 19 or 18, 17 matches. And come to think about it, you're spending about 120,000, 140,000 just for transportation to and fro from Greenville to honor matches. It's not an easy process. It's actually capital intensive.
Are you disappointed?
I'm actually disappointed, but we have been. That's a beauty of democracy.
That's the beauty of democracy. Thank you so much. It was democratically done.
Of course, certainly.
And you love the process.
And they said I won the day.
Won the day. There for Sano MP Anchor from Greenville, Sino County. Again, he's Mr. Yenen is the Cyrus Yenen Executive Committee member. I love him. He's a firefighting man, and he's yet part of the process. The budget won.
Thank you. I think smooth is all over in Liberia and around the world. But you don't see people voting against yourself, because if you vote against the budget for the budget year in our country, you cannot see people in citizenry or people who are in lawmaking to vote against the budget, because you are going to strangulate the running of the country.
People are saying the subvention is very low.
Yes, in other MAs, you don't give FIFA forward, which stands for project, to clubs. It is necessary in Liberia because we will do that around the table, because I know among the 42 clubs in Liberia, maybe you will see 2 or 3 that company is sponsoring. But because we putting our hands on the pocket to sponsor clubs in Liberia to see football play. So by that, we want to pray to the current government to see how best to lobby with companies in this country to put more money into football. But as a stand, I also thank the stakeholders for turning out, voting for the budget passage. And by that, our league will commence with full speed, because subventions will be given out to clubs for preparations and all those kind of things. Sponsorship and everything that should be put in place before the opening of our 2024-2025 league season.
Let's talk about the attendance here today.
The attendance was good because it's extraordinary Congress. So the attendance was very good. I think it was 30 plus because for the 2 members, I think we got the numbers. Yeah, we got a number. We went over 50%. So by statute, you cannot stop the decision from being made, which was made today.
Thank you, Mr. Yene.
Thank you.
That's it. EC member, and we stood here at the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association. And he's call your name. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Jeremiah K. Solomon.
Mr. Solomon, tell us your stance today.
Yeah, firstly, I will commend you guys. I've been monitoring you guys mainly from the county meet. But I came here to observe, the ordinary Congress. But I have a major program in Bone County. We will be launched next Friday, the 31st of May, at the Banga Administration building. We want to launch football for school. And football for school, we want to take an academy. We're going to select the unprivileged kick and for various streets and that of the school. That will base on a specific area that will train them up, and people come and hire them to go both national and international. Presently, we are trying to engage about 500 acres of land on the Lofa Bone County Highway.
So thank you. We will love to talk to you later, talk to our administrator if you want us to be on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. My name is Elijah Pine, and I've been here, and we are here at the Liberia Football Association headquarters here in Pinsville, and we have a full huddle team with us. The more about you feel us, we apply. My name is Elijah Pine. Bye bye.